Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 graduation ceremony for the Enrichment Cooperative. As I stand here before you, trying to find the perfect words to address this amazing graduating class of 2020, I have to admit it is very difficult to find the perfect words to say to you during these difficult and trying times before us. But what I can find true to speak towards is you, the trailblazers, the champions, the scholars, ready to apply your acquired knowledge to enhance and advance this world that we live in today. I remind myself that this graduation is different, but nothing short or less can be delivered to this amazing class of 2020. Our graduates, whom we celebrate today, you didn't give up. You kept going, and now in this strange situation without a live pomp and circumstance, with just me recording my speech to you in my home and you in your home, scattered far away from all your friends you expected to be with on this important day, you still have become a high school graduate. And we are grateful because we need you. We need your innovation, your spirit, and your flexibility to tackle the journey before us. I wish I could give all of you the graduation that you deserve. I wish I could give all of your parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles the chance to hear your name ring out and see you walk across the stage to receive your diploma. I wish we could gather afterwards and eat cake and take pictures in the halls of TEC and celebrate what you have accomplished. But maybe you've gained something more important than any of that. Maybe as very young people, you knew something powerful, that you have been tested and you did not falter. You kept on going and finished the school year out stronger than ever. And although you're entering a very different world from the one that you expected, it's a world that needs you, and we know you are ready. And because a commencement speech is supposed to contain some kind of essential information, some piece of wisdom passed down from an aged speaker to a youthful listener, here are simple words for you to take with you as you depart on your next journey. The 5 W's of life. Who? Who you are is what makes you special. Do not change for anyone. What? What lies ahead will always be a mystery. Do not be afraid to explore it. When? When life pushes you over, you push back harder. Where? Where there are choices to make the ones you won't regret. Why? Why things happen will never be certain. Take it in stride and move forward. This is the beginning of anything you want. I know, and your parents know, and your teachers know that you are ready for what lies ahead because you are the great class of 2020 and you did not give up. We are proud of you and excited to share in this victorious moment. Congratulations to you, the class of 2020, and I am excited to witness how you shape and create a new reality for all. Thank you.
Congratulations, class of 2020. My name is Shelley Redinger, and I'm your school superintendent. We are so very proud of you and wish we could all be together on this very special day. But just know that you are in our hearts and in our minds, and we wish the very best for you as you look forward to your next endeavors. I especially miss the music that's always played at your very special graduation, and I know that it's in my head, and I know it will be in all of yours as well. So wish you the very best, and just know that we're rooting for you. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Hi, I'm Jarrell Haynes, the president of the board of directors for Spokane Public Schools. I usually come to every graduation and shake every student's hand, and I wish I could be there this year. But please know that I'm so proud of each of you, and I can't wait to see and hear about the amazing things that you're going to do. I wanted to share a few thoughts with you today. We all face struggles and challenges in our lives. Almost all of us have been underestimated at some point in our lives. Sometimes that comes in the form of self-doubt, which feels like a space we could live in forever. It makes us feel that success is impossible. In high school, you are still figuring yourself out, where and how you fit, how to interact with others, and it feels like you have to figure everything out on your own. During those struggles, we can start to feel low. But in those moments, we often find something that defines us. When we're at the lowest points in our lives, that's where we find the last bit of strength that we possess, and we do what nobody thought we could do, not even ourselves. We come back and we rise above what seems impossible in the most unimaginable circumstances. When we continue to make it through difficulties, we build resiliency. Throughout your time in school, each one of you have had to build resiliency to make it to where you are right now, and it wasn't easy. You may not remember everything that you learned in each subject throughout these years, but I encourage you to remember that you can succeed. Even when the odds are stacked up against you, remember that no matter how hard it feels, you can make it through. After you leave here, find your purpose and pursue it with all that you have in you. Walk in that purpose with relentless passion each day of your life. And always remember that you can make it through any and every obstacle put in your way. Congratulations, graduates. We're proud of you.
Hi, I'm Spokane Public Schools Board Director Jenny Slagle. To the Enrichment Cooperative Class of 2020, I know you've lost so much of your senior year experiences, but what I hope you look back on during this difficult time is the shared community you've gained with each other and those who support and love you. Congratulations on your tremendous achievement.
Hello, I'm Spokane Public Schools Board Director Kevin Morrison, and on behalf of the entire SPS Board of Directors and our community, I want to congratulate the Enrichment Cooperative Class of 2020 on their achievement today. It is my hope that no matter what path your life takes from here, that you will look back at your time at OTC knowing that you learned skills and met people that will help you succeed in whatever course you take in the coming months, years, and decades. Congratulations.
We finally made it. We've graduated. High school was a monumental part of our lives, and now we're entering a new chapter, adulthood. Most of us are adults now. A lot of us are going to college in the fall, and some of us are just trying to figure out what we're passionate about. High school gave us structure, and we knew, for the most part, what was going to happen in our lives. But now that structure we've grown accustomed to doesn't seem to be there anymore. We are living through a pandemic that has drastically changed our lives. Our college classes will likely be online this fall. We might not be able to find a job over the summer, and some of us who haven't figured out what our plans are after high school might be feeling pretty disappointed. We don't know what's going to happen next, and that's terrifying. And sadly, this won't be the only crisis that we'll have to live through and deal with. But if there's one thing that I know about my graduating class and my generation, it's that it's going to take a lot more than a pandemic to bring us down. We were born after 9/11, which dramatically changed our world. We've never known a time where our country wasn't at war. We've lived through a global recession, and we live in a world with multiple record-breaking natural disasters. Our world right now is chaotic, and it's up to us to change it so it's better for everyone. We still have a lot of societal problems that we have to deal with, and a lot of them have been exposed by this pandemic. The task of creating change on such a large scale can seem daunting, but we're capable of doing it in whatever way we want. We can vote, we can protest, and we can live our lives with kindness and empathy. We have the tools to make our voices heard. If we are able to come together and advocate for the changes we want to see in our society, we will be unstoppable. TEC has provided us with the skills to make this a reality. The teachers and staff at TEC have always supported us and helped make sure that we could get to this point in our lives. I think that my fellow graduates will agree with me when I say that the teachers here have made an everlasting impact in our lives. And as disappointing as it is that we weren't able to have a traditional graduation, I'm so glad that we're able to celebrate this moment together. We have all changed a lot since our freshman year, but I'm really glad to still be able to call the members of this graduating class my friends. And in the words of my friend Josiah, it's game time.
I am pleased to have the opportunity to talk about Nathaniel, aka Tato Darjani. Tato is an integral member of this extraordinary senior class. His intellect and playfulness, his empathy and insight have given him the skills to be highly successful in a group and academic setting. Tato's playfulness is often what we saw on the surface. Yes, he and his friend Josiah did name all the furniture in the high school building with sticky notes, and I mean individual names for the furniture, like Bob and Fred and so on. But the insight and the empathy were less seen on the surface, but just as big a part of what made Tato successful. His high school career first, and then his Running Start career, both have given him the tools for him to move into his future, whether it's education or the workforce. Tato has done an extraordinary job, and I'm pleased to be able to have talked about Tato Darjani.
Annika, I'm so happy to be able to honor you with my words today as you are graduating from high school. And it's such a crazy time right now during this pandemic and everything that's going on with the lockdown, and we haven't been able to practice together and be together and work together since March, so it's been crazy. So I was really honored to be able to think about you and your growth and what you've accomplished these last 6 years at TEC, and honor you with that today. You first came to TEC in the fall of 2014, and you have been in my classes ever since. So you started out in my marimbas and drums class, and I think there was a time in high school you were in 2 classes at once, in Musha and the high school class. You were also a TA in my kindergarten first grade class, and they loved you, by the way. And I think over all of those things, I have come to know you pretty well. You even went on vacation with our family, which was really cool, last summer with Adam. So that was really awesome. So I think I've gotten to know you pretty well over the years, and I have seen such huge growth. And I want to talk a little bit about that today. You've grown in a lot of ways. First of all, I guess the first thing I would have noticed is that especially since you auditioned for and got into Musha in 9th grade, I've seen a huge growth in your performance and your abilities as a musician. But that's not all. You also, as a Musha captain this last year, you have shown such growth in leadership. Things like how to talk to people, how to negotiate. You've gotten really good at that. How to express your opinion. Really good at that. How to get along with people, how to teach people. And then you've also shown such initiative in the songs that we are performing, and coming up with your own ideas and teaching them to the group, and going back to recordings and listening to cool parts, and then bringing them to the group and teaching them and sharing them with us. You had a lot of initiative in contacting, like Singing Wood, and learning Mondoro singing, and taking a class from the Macintoshes for Moyawangu, and taking off and figuring out the lead parts for Roomba, and just countless things. And I've been so impressed with your initiative and your drive and your ability and your intelligence. So I'm just really, really excited to see what you're going to do with your life, because I've seen such growth since that little awkward 7th grader that came into my class that were so quiet that we could hardly get 2 words out of you. And now you're this beautiful, intelligent, confident young woman who can do anything and can go anywhere. And I'm just so excited for you, and I hope to continue to see you in my life. I'm sure I will, because we're now in a band together, which is so awesome. So I'm really excited about that. But I'm excited for you, and I'm sorry that this is such a crummy time to be graduating. You're going to remember it for your whole life. That's something, I guess. But I really love you, learn to love you, and been so excited to be your teacher, and I wish you all the best. Congratulations.
I'm thankful I can share a few thoughts for my daughter Annika's high school graduation. High school is one of life's important achievements, and all of us are grateful to see our seniors crossing this threshold. I'm still in disbelief the time of your graduation has arrived. I would like to express how very proud I am of the person my daughter Annika has become and all that you have accomplished. Your hard work towards graduating from high school, meeting the demands of Running Start, participating in Musha, volunteering your time for others, all while maintaining a demanding work schedule, is a real testimony of your level of dedication. Again, I could not be any prouder of you. I'm very excited for your future. There are going to be many wonderful opportunities lying ahead. One of the many things you have been blessed with is a sober mind and an understanding that no matter what future choices you will make, it will require hard work, patience, and dedication. I'm very confident in your ability to excel in whatever you set your mind to. If there are any encouraging words I could share, it would be these. Always believe in and stay true to yourself. Don't listen to people who don't have your best interest in mind. Surround yourself with people who want to build you up. Remind yourself in difficult times that progress takes time. There will always be hurdles and storms to slow you down, but in the end, you will reap the benefits of your efforts if you stay the course.
Hello, class of 2020. Congratulations on a job well done.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Because I get to talk about Josiah Ray. I have known Josiah since his first days here at TEC. After 10 years of not missing a single PE class, I could tell he was destined for success. Although I never had Josiah for an academic class, I could see a competitive nature about him that I knew would never let him fail. He always had to be the best. It is this competitiveness that has helped him achieve many of his goals that have led him to where he is today. Today, he graduates high school, but to no one's surprise, that is not enough for Josiah. He will continue his education at Eastern Washington University, where he has remained on the dean's list since enrolling in Running Start, to complete his degree in education with a major in fitness and health. If that accomplishment is not enough, Josiah has been assisting with the TEC Tornadoes and holding down a part-time job during his free time. As you can tell, Josiah is a very busy young man. However, with a solid work ethic, time management skills, and his excellence in the classroom, the doors of opportunity will always be open for him to walk through. It is an honor for me to speak on behalf of Josiah Ray at your 2020 virtual graduation. I cannot wait to see where his competitive spirit lands him after graduating from my alma mater, Eastern Washington University. Congratulations and best of luck, Josiah.
Humans like to categorize things, and that applies to how they see the people that are in their lives as well. We put them into groups because it is easier for us to know how to relate to them. Friend, enemy, boss, co-worker. Each classification tells us how to react to that particular person. We open up when around our friends and do the opposite when around enemies. We pretend to understand what we're doing when we're around our boss, but we tell our co-workers we have no clue how to do what he or she is asking us to do. That brings me to Josiah David Ray. How do we categorize him? One of the ways humans sort people is by comparing them to someone else who is similar. Well, that is where we begin to run into problems with Josiah. He is honestly like no one else. As a father, I have watched him grow over the years while wondering who he would be like. Even after 18 years, he is not like anyone I have ever known. We can put him into the groups that he belongs to, but that doesn't really change our ability to label him. Homeschooler, honor roll running start student, basketball player, brother, son, Jamba Juice worker, etc., etc. None of those are who he is, and I would say they aren't even a part of who he is. Josiah is Josiah. There never has been or ever will be again anyone who is like him. It makes me so pleased to know that in today's world, where fitting in is essential to your survival in social situations, he is always himself. He doesn't pretend to be anyone or anything else than what he is. I believe that is one of the reasons he is admired and liked by so many. As life continues on, the groups he belongs to will expand: graduate, teacher, husband, father, etc. But he will always be unapologetically Josiah David Ray, and that makes me and his mom extremely proud.
It's my honor to speak about Ezekiel Zeke Redinger. I first met Zeke as a kind of an apprehensive ninth grader. He wasn't sure what to expect from high school, but very quickly he learned the ropes. He did a great job his freshman year. And then again on his sophomore years, he was a little apprehensive again because, we introduced Summit. And as soon as Zeke found the advantages of being able to take his focus areas on his own schedule or to study in his own way, he became wildly successful using this platform. During his junior year, Zeke attended both community college and classes at TEC. During his senior year, he's been straight running start. Next year, Zeke will join the freshman class at Central Washington University. He's chasing his dream to become a pilot and to be more specifically a bush pilot to help with Christian missions. I've enjoyed working with Zeke. I love his sense of humor, his frankness, and his caring for everyone around him. It's my honor and privilege to talk about Zeke Redinger.
Ezekiel. What can I say about Ezekiel? He is kind, considerate, and thinks of others before himself. He works harder than any other young person I know, and he has wanted to be a pilot since he was a little boy, and it has been amazing to watch that dream unfold. I cannot be prouder to call Ezekiel my son. As a young man of God, I know Ezekiel will live up to his name and do great things with his life. I love you, son, and I'm proud of who you are becoming.
What a wonderful young man you have become. God has given you many gifts that include a kind heart and dedication to serve Him. We are so blessed to have you as our son. Your joyful spirit has been so lovely to have in our family. To watch your hopes and dreams come true is just the icing on the cake. I am so excited to see you start the next chapter of your life going to college to become a pilot. Ever since you were a young boy, you wanted to be a pilot and do missionary work to help people. Hard work and perseverance does pay off, but most importantly, your love for Jesus and your relationship with Him has led you to become a great person. I love you, Z.
Hey, this is a shout out to Summer Sandstrom. Congratulations on your graduation. I always remember and appreciate you coming into our program and having a great attitude and willingness to learn and a lot of patience when it came to us learning about how to use Summit. So glad that you went on to Running Start after our program, and I know whatever you do next year, you will do it well because that's part of who you are. So again, congratulations and good luck.
So congratulations, Summer and class of 2020.
You guys did it. This is great.
We love you. We're so very proud of you, Summer. This has been a great journey for us to watch and be part of, from your childhood to entering adulthood. You've done an amazing job.
Yep. We know that there have been times where it hasn't been easy and where you have felt overwhelmed, and we are very proud of you. It's a bummer that you guys didn't get to have a traditional graduation ceremony, and it's sad that we can't all be together today. But with that said, even though we are in the middle of a pandemic and you guys are having to face challenges that probably feel very overwhelming and maybe insurmountable, it is temporary. You guys will be a generation to contend with, and you will know what hardship is, and you guys will know what it means to overcome. And we see that in Summer, and we see that in how she approaches life and how she overcomes the smallest challenges to big ones. We are very proud of her. We couldn't have asked for a better daughter.
So just want to say again that we love you, and we know that you're going to change this world for the better, and we're always going to be here for you, whether or not to directly guide you, but we're here and we love you.
We'll try not to be too bossy. Congratulations!
You did it. You're amazing.
I'll never forget the first time that CJ walked into my classroom. He was an 8th grader in an algebra classroom that was everyone else was high schoolers. And he was a little small for his age, well, not for his age, but he was 8th grade, so he was a little small for the class, and he was a little squirrely, he was an 8th grader, and I remember thinking, this kid's got a lot of potential. He kind of came in with a ball of fire, and I'm pretty much sure that ball of fire never burned out the entire time that he was in high school. I loved CJ from the first time I met him because of his energy, his positive energy. He just had an amazing enthusiasm, excitement. It didn't always translate over to his homework, of course, but he was bright and obviously creative with his thinking. He would say, Mindy, guess what? I just wrote a program of how to figure out the quadratic formula on my calculator. And Mindy, guess what I just figured out how to do? And he was so excited about all those kinds of things. Again, not always excited about the homework part of the math. But I always knew that CJ is going to do great things in his future. He brings an enthusiasm to life that is going to translate well in the real world. But the thing that I really appreciate most about CJ of all was his kind heart. He had a way of bringing a group of people together like is very rare in high school students. Everybody felt included when CJ was around. Everybody had more fun when CJ was around. And he would pick out kids that weren't maybe participating or maybe on the fringe, and he would have a way of just pulling him in without being awkward or anything like that. And his enthusiasm for life just seemed to catch on. And, he gave us a few headaches, a few gray hairs maybe in here named CJ along the way, just making sure that he was getting everything done. But I have no doubt that his character and the skills that he has, just that kindness and that inclusiveness, are going to take him really far in life. And CJ, I couldn't be prouder of you, and I'm just really excited to see what your future holds. Good luck and congratulations.
Well, guys, I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This sucks. It sucks that this whole COVID-19 mess has caused so much havoc on the year of school you've been looking forward to for so long. Senior year, graduation. As I was starting to prepare this, one book title in particular came to mind. You all remember Theodore Geisel, right? Better known as Dr. Seuss. He wrote a book called Oh, the Places You'll Go, and I'm going to read the opening paragraphs for you all at the end of this. Before I do, though, I saw another book title that I want to mention. Where You Go Is Not Who You Are, written by Frank Bruni. I haven't read anything more than the title, and I don't know the author, so I can't say what the book is about or if it's any good. But the title alone speaks truth and is worth remembering. Life is messy. It's messy for all of us. Again, you need to look no further than COVID-19 to see that. Some things are out of our control. Some of you may find yourselves starting jobs right away, and chances are it's going to take some time before you end up in a job that you really like and can pay the bills. Bills, yuck. Those are messy, but they're a part of life. Some of you will hate where you find yourselves, or you may hate where you are now and want to get away. Either way, remember that your circumstances do not define you. In other words, where you go is not who you are. If you end up flipping burgers in a fast food joint, it doesn't mean you have to stay there. It doesn't mean you're worthless either. Your destiny lies in the hands of an ever-present, always loving God. He knows what He has in store for you, and He will guide you through the difficult times. Your family loves you. They will also help steer you through trouble if you'll let them. You are either on your own now, or likely soon will be. You get to write the next chapter of your life more or less on your own. There will always be influencers in your life, but in the end, you are responsible for making more and more of your own choices. I hope you surround yourselves with good, positive role models. Before reading from Dr. Seuss, something for CJ specifically. CJ, my awesome superhero buddy. First and foremost, I want you to know that I love and respect you, and I'm so very proud of the young man you are becoming. I can still recall you falling asleep on my chest, wanting to learn binary the night before you turned 10, and doing so, and watching you start the program. I also cherish our time spent working through Stepping Up, a call to a courageous manhood. I hope, and I know your mom and Taylor hope this as well, that you will allow us to continue to be influencers in your life. Now, to the graduating class of 2020, from Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Place You'll Go. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. Thank you, and God bless.
To CJ, you are a godsend and the answer to the prayers of so many. You are, like each person, one of a kind in all of existence, and you were given to us. You have a remarkable mind that can't be tamed and a talent for debating. I hope these gifts are wielded well. I hope your struggles turn into your strengths. You are your own person with your own convictions and your own choices to make in life. But please remember that all choices come with consequences. So do what is right, and you can find comfort in knowing you did regardless of the outcome. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, and knowing is only half the battle. It is a privilege to be your mom, CJ. I love you. To the rest of our family, thank you for helping to raise CJ. We have all contributed to the man he is. Chris, thank you for being a shining example as he continues to grow in faith and wisdom. I see so much of you in him. Taylor, thank you for gently and sometimes maybe brutally coaxing your little brother in the right direction for so many years. A great part of who he is was brought about by who you are. To the boys, thank you for being a part of CJ's journey through high school. We are all impacted by the people around us. I am glad CJ had such a good group of friends. He loves you guys. To the staff, we are very fortunate to have found a rare and wonderful school like Bryant. I want to thank all of CJ's teachers for all that they've done, but especially Natalie Rogers. CJ is brilliant, funny, and enthusiastic, but required a lot of grace and discipline. You balanced them perfectly. I bet you're a great mom. Congratulations, by the way. Thank you all so much for all your work to serve our children. To all the graduates, I have no more grand words of wisdom to offer you that wouldn't come across right. I know most of you are pretty decent kids. I expect you'll be amazing adults. I know it took effort to get to this point, but your stories are far from over. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Abby, it's been a joy to get to know you over these last 4 years and watch your confidence grow. You've explored a variety of topics to see if any might lead to a future career choice. You've learned how to code with JavaScript. You can create your own webpage with HTML and CSS. You've explored hair and makeup with cosmetology. You've studied mythology and taken art and photography. You've shared photos of amazingly carved pumpkins, pets, and other animals. You've expressed your creativity. You have persevered when things have gotten hard. You've learned ways to manage your tasks and how to help lessen the stress that you feel. Those strategies are going to serve you well as you explore your career options and discover your path. Your future holds so many great things for you, and I'm excited to see what path you decide to take. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Remember that you have others around you to cheer you on and to support you when you need it. I hope you get to travel, explore, and spend time with those that you care about. Congratulations, Abby. Your hard work got you here, and it will continue to pave the path for your future successes.
We love you, Abby, and we're so proud of you. When I think of you, Abby, I think of a little girl with pigtails and a serious, introspective gaze, who took in everything around her. I think of a brave 12-year-old girl who watched her dad slip into heaven. And I think of the young woman I see today, standing at the doorway of her adulthood with her whole life before her. And I offer this advice, the advice and words of Elizabeth Elliot, a widow whose daughter meant as much to her as you mean to me. She said, just do the next thing. Abby, don't think you have to have it all figured out. Just do the next thing and the next thing until one day you look back and see just how far you have come. Abby, I think of all it took for you to be standing here today. We saw tears, we saw joy, we battled bravely and celebrated victories. It took a huge effort on your part to be here, and you never walked alone. An army of fine warriors in the role of teachers, staff, and family trudged through these past 13 years with you. Willingly, they inspired steps, developed battle plans, and went to bat for you and for your future. So, Abby, today we all celebrate your achievements, your tenacity, your bravery, and I'm so proud of you and who you are. Way to go. We look forward to the next thing. Love you.
Dane, I think one of my first interactions with you 3 years ago was when you decided to draw me as a Cthulhu character. You're creative and you have a talent for art. Your sense of humor brings smiles to the people around you. I hope that you combine your art, humor, and coding skills to continue to explore game design, either as a career path or as a hobby. I look forward to one day playing a game that you had a hand in creating. I hope you continue making music on guitar, ukulele, or whatever instrument you decide to pick up. You've challenged yourself over the years, even conquering your fear of heights on the ropes course. You've earned professional certifications and skills that will help you on your path. You are a bright young man, and the future is waiting for you to help shape it. Create, bring good into the world, and make others smile. You have an adventure ahead of you that you are ready to tackle. Congratulations, Dane.
Dane. Your mother and I, we want you to know that you're our hearts, walking around on 2 legs, and we are extremely proud of you and the young man you've become. As parents, your mom and I have taught you and tried to guide you in the right direction, but ultimately, you have to decide your own path. But because of who you have become, your mother and I know you will always choose the best one. You better. Stay true to yourself, Dane. Always believe in yourself and never, ever stop dreaming. We love you very much. And congratulations.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. As a slap bracelet, may you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Can imagine, oh, no matter what your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, 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 raise your glasses. Go, 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 you can have it. Oh, I told you, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all.